Hello and welcome back. I hope you were able to complete Module 1 and also the exercise. If you haven't, please stop the video now and go back and make sure you complete that. Now we want to start talking about our savings and emergency fund. I want you to start saving for unexpected expenses by establishing that emergency fund. You should aim to save 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses. Having the safety net will help you avoid going into debt when unexpected financial challenges arise. You could also contribute to retirement accounts like a 401k or maybe an IRA. Additionally, consider other long-term savings and investment options. The earlier you start, the more time your money has to grow through compound interest. Saving money is an important financial habit that can help us achieve our financial goals. It can help us build wealth and provide us with a financial safety net. Here are 5 tips for saving effectively. And as you'll notice, some of these we've already spoke about in Module 1. Number 1, set clear savings goals. Define specific, achievable savings goals. Whether you're saving for a vacation or an emergency fund, a down payment on a house, retirement, anything that you are saving for, having clear objectives will motivate you to save more. Break your goals into short-term, mid-term, and long-term targets to make your savings plan a little more manageable. Create a budget. Develop a detailed budget that tracks your income and expenses. Understanding where your money is going is crucial for identifying areas where you can cut expenses and redirect funds towards savings. Make sure you allocate a portion of your income to savings every month. That's a non-negotiable part of your income. Just automatically put it in your savings and you will kind of forget it, but your savings will continue to grow. Always pay yourself first. Treat your savings as a priority, just like any other bill or expense. Set up automatic transfers to your savings account immediately after receiving your paycheck. The pay it first approach ensures that you consistently save before you have a chance to spend the money somewhere else. Make sure you reduce unnecessary expenses. Review your spending habits and look for areas where you can cut back. Consider making small lifestyle changes like reducing dining out, canceling unused subscriptions, and shopping more mindfully. The money saved from these cutbacks can significantly improve your savings. Take advantage of tax-advantaged accounts. Explore tax-advantaged savings options like 401k or IRAs for your retirement savings, or maybe like a health spending or a health savings account or a flexible spending account for healthcare expenses. These accounts offer tax benefits and can help your savings grow faster. And always remember to contact a retirement, or maybe a financial counselor to help you with some of these situations. Build an emergency fund. Before focusing on other savings goals, establish this emergency fund. We'll talk more about this in a few moments, but it's there to cover unexpected expenses. Remember, I said earlier to aim to save at least 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses. Having that cushion can help you from dipping into that when something unexpected happens. Set a specific savings goal. Determine how much you want to save in your emergency fund. A common guideline that we've talked about is 3 to 6 months, but the actual amount may vary based on your individual circumstances. One thing I always have been told to do is try to save $1,000. Make sure that you have at least $1,000 in your emergency fund. And that's probably not 3 to 6 months of living expenses. It's probably a far cry from that. But a good base to start with is $1,000. And don't use it. Just put it into an account where you don't touch. Consider factors like your job stability, financial obligations, and risk tolerance when setting this goal. Open a separate savings account. Maybe you do that for the $1,000, and it's to help prevent you from dipping into your emergency fund for non-urgent expenses. This separation helps you keep the money earmarked for emergencies separate from your regular checking or savings account. And finally, establish a monthly savings routine. Make saving for your emergency fund a regular part of your budget. Set up automatic transfers from your primary checking account to your emergency fund savings account on a monthly or bi-weekly basis. Treating your emergency fund like any other bill ensures consistent contributions. Prioritize building your fund. Make it a priority right now. Put it over non-essential spending. Cut unnecessary expenses and allocate that money saved to your fund. You might need to make short-term sacrifices to reach your savings goals, but the peace of mind that an emergency fund provides is always well worth it. Use the fund only for emergencies. I know we've said this over and over, but reiterating it is very important because I want you to be disciplined and use your emergency fund only for genuine emergencies, such as medical expenses, unexpected home or car repairs, or maybe even job loss. Avoid tapping into the fund for planned expenses or non-urgent wants. If you do use the fund, make sure you replenish it as quickly as possible. And even consider increasing the fund over time. If you can, maybe go from 1,000 to 2,000, or 2,000 to 5,000, or 5,000 to 10,000. Once you've reached your initial emergency fund goal, consider expanding it to cover a more extended period of expenses or to address specific financial goals like home ownership or education. As your financial situation improves, aim to grow your emergency fund to provide more stability. We are now at the end of the module. I want you to go to the exercise and complete it. And once you have finished, get ready for the very next module called Reducing Debt. I'll see you on the next one.